Do you remember when you were a kid, your imagination would run rampant, so you might say some things that are a little bit out there? I mean, I know I did, but my parents never validated them. And they just told me, oh, hey, that's nice, go along and play now. And they never did anything about it, so nothing ever happened. But this morning, I came across a clip that left me so confused and a little bit angry at this mom for taking advantage of a kid who's just being imaginative and grifting before grifters were a thing. So let's go ahead and check out the clip.
Whoa! This kid was born to play baseball. Christian Haupt just turned 8, and some people say they've never seen a baseball prodigy like him.
Okay, first off, that is insane levels of glazing for an 8-year-old. Plus, how would you even know if an 8-year-old is a baseball prodigy or not? Like, you saw his swing. It was very iffy at best.
Ever. His mom even thinks little Christian may just be the reincarnation of the legendary baseball player Lou Gehrig.
And this is why I call her crazy. Like, how do you as a mother justify this? Like, okay, sure, your son might be decent at baseball for an 8-year-old, but your first plan of action is to claim that he's the reincarnation of Lou Gehrig? Really? Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
In her new book, The Boy Who Knew Too Much, an astounding true story of a young boy's past life memories, Kathy Bird writes that when Christian was just 3 years old, he told her out of the blue that he was once a tall baseball player who had a feud with Babe Ruth.
First off, unless there's receipts for this or some proof, there is no way I'm buying this. Like, you're telling me that when this kid was 3 years old, after, eating his applesauce and watching Peppa Pig, he walks up to his mom and says, "Hey mom, guess what? In a past life, I was a tall baseball player, and I actually had an argument with Babe Ruth about whether or not he should keep eating hot dogs before games." Like, there's no way I'm buying this. And anyone who believes this, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Get a grip.
He saw a big picture of Babe Ruth on the wall and got visibly upset by this picture and said, "Mommy, he was mean to me."
I don't know why, but even if this isn't true, like, this is so funny to me. Because imagine, like, first off, what kind of posters of Babe Ruth are you hanging up on the wall that are making this 8-year-old kid scream out in disgust, "Mom, this dude was mean to me"? And first off, Babe Ruth, he's not a very bad-looking guy, He might have had too much hot dogs, too much beers before games, but he doesn't look scary. So, I don't know. The whole picture is just so funny to me.
Then she says she showed him a photo of the 1927 New York Yankees, considered the greatest team ever.
And I said, "Do you see anyone in this photo that doesn't like Babe Ruth?" And he immediately pointed to a guy with dimples, and then he said, "That's me."
First off, I love Lou Gehrig's face in that photo. It looks exactly like my reaction when I heard this story in the first place. Plus, okay, sure, maybe your son did point to that photo of Lou Gehrig, but what if he pointed to someone else? Like, what if he pointed at Johnny Dickshot, or Urban Shocker, or even Cannonball Titcomb? Would you then be claiming that your son is the reincarnation of Cannonball Titcomb? Let me know. Anyways, the video continues by describing who Lou Gehrig was. And if you're a baseball fan, you know that he's a legend. He was an amazing Yankees player, and his career was unfortunately cut short because of ALS. But he's forever ingrained in baseball history. And the fact that this kid is now being grifted as being a reincarnation of him is, to be honest, kind of disrespectful in my opinion.
Certainly has talent, but the reincarnation of Lou Gehrig? Really?
Do you honestly believe that that's you?
I love how even the reporter's kind of like, "Really, dude? Do you really think that you're the reincarnation of Lou Gehrig?" And to Christian's defense, like, he's only 8 years old. And the real problem is that the mother is validating his imagination, when as a mother, she should really be saying, "Christian, you're not Lou Gehrig. Knock it off. Stop it." And once he starts growing up, imagine the shit that his friends are going to say to him once they find this video and the book that his crazy mom wrote about him. Like, every time he dies in Fortnite, they're going to say, "Hey, I thought you were Lou Gehrig. Come on, man. Tighten up." You're better than that.
Like Gehrig, Christian is a lefty, and his swing sure looks a lot like Gehrig's too.
So they're trying to say that just because both of them were lefties, it somehow makes them closer to being Lou Gehrig in a past life. Even though like 25% of all baseball players are lefties. What about all of them? Second of all, I remember when I was a kid, I watched professional baseball players' swings like on TV, on YouTube, and I remember I would try to imitate them. So what's to say that Christian's not doing the same thing? Maybe he saw Lou Gehrig swing in a YouTube video that his mom showed him, and he's just mimicking his swing. Like, there's so many logical fallacies here.
The story is so intriguing, Hollywood producer Devon Franklin, who made the hit religious-themed Miracles from Heaven starring Jennifer Garner, wants to turn Christian's story into a movie.
I mean, who seriously thought that this would make a good movie? And I've never heard of this director before, and hopefully I will never hear him again. Because if these are the kind of topics that he's interested in and thinks that this is a good movie, shows that he's probably not a good director. And did you catch his face? Like, he just looked so giddy and happy to be up there. And I can already see him scheming in the background, trying to see how much more they can grift people by making a movie out of this non-story.
Do you worry that people will think you're crazy?
Okay, well, as a mother, when your son comes to you and emphatically declares that he was this person and has details to substantiate it, it's hard to deny that.
And it's completely fine for kids to have running imaginations, and their mothers should be encouraging it. But the disconnect here is that she's validating things that are not grounded in reality. And this is why I think she sucks. Because she's milking this kid's imagination to sell books and to parade him around like a dog and pony show to these different media outlets. Like, she's the one who wants the fame. Like, she's the one who wants to be on TV, and she's using her child to do that. Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and if you like the video, please leave me a like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.